Hey man, wow. What in the hell is going on in the OVO camp? You got DJ Academics saying shit about Drake. Drake is over here talking mess about LeBron. Then you got what's his name, Chris Miller or Chris something, showing DMs from Drake talking about the whole UMG Universal lawsuit and everything. Man, Kendrick tried to tell y'all. Kendrick literally told LeBron, "Hey, back away from him. Step back." And now look at this. Now look at what is going on right now. OVO camp is exploding. But anyways, we got this video right here, man. How DJ Academics just ended his and Drake's careers for good. Let's get straight into this, because I mean, honestly, they kind of did it to themselves. If this went on keep it a freaking buck, they did this shit to themselves. You dig? But anyway, let's go.
Now, for Drake and DJ Akademiks, the amount of failure, embarrassment, and humiliation these two have managed to amass together is really unlike anything else in not just hip-hop, but all of music history.
Facts.
And even despite redefining what losing looks like through all of the lows we have already seen,
With the
if you
lawsuits and
thought
all that
everything we have been unfortunate enough to witness so far from the most pathetic rapper and media personality in the game was enough, well, I got news.
shit- wait. You said from the most pathetic rapper and media personality. Damn. But I mean, hey, you bringing lawsuits into a rap battle, boy, stop.
News for you, because with their most recent controversy, it is somehow the worst yet, because after Drake and Akademiks were getting exposed for straight up lying to everyone and their reputations had never been more in question because of it, the response Ak had to this to try and defend both him and Drake has really put their careers in a place where beyond rap beef or even just being a personality,
Bro, I don't. That's the other thing. Stop defending this dude. You Academics is like seriously acting like Drake is just a rap savior. You know what I'm saying? He is acting like Drake's long ex. You know what I'm saying? And he will always have that special love for Drake. And it's like, bro, Drake really don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? Drake don't give two F's about you. Stop giving two F's about him. Live your life. You know what I'm saying? Stop worrying about fucking Drake, man. Damn. You acting like a straight big nyatch.
within the public eye in general. In the near future, everything we know about them may just be taken away within a fashion that we have never seen before, because with what Akademiks just said about Drake and his personal life, which he is saying is fact in his own words, while I don't think he realized this in the moment, he may have just made every piece of speculation about who Drake is behind closed doors really true. And now, before we get any further into this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And so now with Drake and DJ Akademiks, it's really wild to me how after Drake was trying to say that he is going to move forward with his career in 2025 and that he's no longer going to be caught up in all of the drama that he has not been able to escape in his own words.
Well, yeah. Didn't he also say that for last year that he was going to take like a year off and just focus on him? You know what I'm saying? That he was going to just get his freaking mind right, you know what I mean? Really see what his life is about. Now he's saying that he's going to try to do that for 2025. Bro, you're caught up in your own lies though, bro. You know what I'm saying? You really need to get out. Go to some island, you know what I'm saying, and just focus on you. Don't do music. Get your freaking mental health right. Because something is going on with you though, bro. Something is really going on with you, man.
Subscribe. And so now with Drake and DJ Akademiks, it's really wild to me how after Drake was trying to say that he is going to move forward with his career in 2025 and that he's no longer going to be caught up in all of the drama that he has not been able to escape in his own words, that he's now leaning further than he ever has into letting this beef and his failure in it take over his entire personality and brand. As instead of just doing anything to strengthen his image or reputation, He is trying to take down everyone's name with him, and so now after Drake and Akademiks were both in trouble because Drake had some DMs get leaked and exposed, which were showing him trying to play victim about the current situation he is in with his label and against Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us record, and he ended up tying LeBron and his wife Savannah into things with this weird analogy which once again shows how Drake loves bringing people's families into the center of all of his controversy.
That's another thing. Whenever Drake, tries to get the media off of him, he will immediately throw someone else under the damn bus. You know what I'm saying? Why would you bring up LeBron? Why would you do that? Is it because he really did pop out at the Kendrick pop out show, and that hurt your damn feelings? You know what I'm saying? Now we are really understanding the fighting Irish freestyle. You just bitter though, bro. You just a bitter ass dude. You know what I'm saying? And now look at you. You are trying to destroy someone else's family. Now I'm not gonna sit here and say, hey, LeBron did what he did. I 100% am against cheating, but you don't drag someone else under the damn bus because you're getting dragged. Come on, bro. Drake, you have literally lost so much respect in this rap game, and just period. You know what I'm saying? You are looking like a damn fool for like bringing LeBron and his family into this. And what did Kendrick say? LeBron, you need to stay away. And now we see why. Man. Come on, man.
Tying LeBron and his wife Savannah into things with this weird analogy which once again shows how Drake loves bringing people's families into the center of all of his controversy. After Drake was so embarrassed from having the public see how delusional he is about this entire situation that then he made DJ Akademiks come out and say these messages were fake and that Ak heard this directly from Drake himself. But then these two were quickly proven to be straight out lying, as the person who was on the other end of these messages posted the entire thread and therefore embarrassed Drake even more. As Drake and Ak were getting dragged for trying to deceive everyone so badly that even their own audiences were getting frustrated with them. Ak seemingly went on stream to clear the air about this entire controversy, and as he said throughout one of the craziest streams he has ever done, try to prove that he has journalistic integrity and that he would never push false information, which in of itself, before we even go any further, is an absolute joke, because Ak has always pushed so much false info and narratives over the years to try and benefit his own ideals regardless of the truth. But
how this man still has a platform, I don't understand. 95% of the crap that comes out of this man's mouth is BS. People love it. People run it up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all please stop listening to this dude, man. For real. He is giving y'all false hope. He's nothing but falseness.
Now, in one of the most emotional and erratic times we have seen Ak on camera, which of course for his standards is saying a lot, he went into these DMs, and while Ak did go on to admit that he and Drake did lie and that these DMs were in fact real, in the process of him doing this, which again, to say anything slightly against Drake must have been scary for him considering how Ak has tied the entire success of his career and brand to supporting him, Ak said some of the wildest things he ever has on camera. Which, from having to try and defend his own honor, reputation, and credibility by saying that he is not in any sort of relationship with Drake, which again just slowing things down and processing how strange of a place we are at. The fact that Ak had to go on a camera and say this shows just how far gone and how pathetic this entire corner of the hip-hop world really is in of itself. But later, as Ak went on to do what he's best for here, which is go on long emotional tangents where his thoughts get less and less clear to the point where after a while you can't even follow a fraction of what he is saying, he did reach a point where after rambling for so long, he finally started to make a little too much sense, and he went on to talk about...
See, I had seen somewhere also Chris Blake Griffith called him while he was actually streaming, and Act told him that he was just lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, please stop listening to this dude, man. I don't know why he has any type of YouTube or Twitch or whatever it is. He is constantly lying. And I am so happy that people in his own stream were calling him out. You know what I'm saying? People in his own stream were calling him a damn lie. You know what I'm saying? Facts are damn facts. You know, don't let Drake really fuck you up in the damn head. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, Drake don't care nothing about you. You are his damn puppet. And he is literally just playing with you. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, man.
Drake and LeBron James, which of course Drake's mention of LeBron and his wife in these messages was one of the main reasons why this entire controversy got the attention of so many people in the first place. And when trying to clear the air and really just tell us what's actually going on between Drake and LeBron, as ever since Drake released his new freestyle, the beef between these two has been reaching a more publicized point than it has ever been. Ak went on to say and seemingly reveal that he knows Drake had a bond with LeBron that nobody else quite had with him, as they kept a ton of secrets together that for Bron, according to Ak, if we all knew, would change his entire image. And as Ak was saying that because of the fact that LeBron has now chose Kendrick's side in their beef over Drake, Drake is now going to let more and more loose about the truths nobody else has ever exposed about Bron. And while saying this, when trying to help Drake and give him some credibility by diverting the controversy on LeBron, Ak went on to say that the claims Drake made about LeBron not being loyal to his wife are not just true, but that when LeBron used to hang out with Drake pretty much any time, or when he was at away games playing the Raptors, which of course meant he was in Drake's hometown, LeBron would go over to Drake. And to say the least about this strange situation, there would be women and then some strange activities that Kendrick Lamar did indeed rap about on Meet the Grams during the beef would go down. And as Ak used the words when describing what Drake did to help out Bron, like supply and facilitate, which when you piece together tell you everything you need to know about what he was getting at, all together while Ak was trying to expose LeBron here and alter his public image.
He exposed himself.
First off, as this is a conversation and a moment that was all about Ak.
Akademiks. I know I'm not the only one that has questioned why you would even bring that shit up. Is it because you, again, just like Drake, you are trying to get the media attention away from you? So now you're over here trying to push back. You know, talking about, oh yeah, Drake was over here supply and demand for LeBron. That ain't no one's freaking business though, bro. Again, I do not condone cheating, but that is none of anybody's business. You dig? You over here just straight up snitching on the homie though. My God.
Ak's credibility in the first place,
Damn.
as Ak is the one saying this, and at the end of the day, nobody takes this guy seriously. It has done nothing to actually affect LeBron one bit. But for Drake, and let's remember, beyond everything else, Ak is a guy who does speak to him on a regular basis, and before this moment was just publicly representing his word, and while it wasn't the actual truth what he was saying, it was still the message that Drake wanted to send out and have be perceived as reality. All in all, when you put all of the context of this situation together, Ak is telling the world that while a good portion of people believe some of Kendrick Lamar's lyrics about the horrible lifestyle Drake surrounds himself in was a stretch, or even that Kendrick was taking things too far altogether, if what Ak is saying is half true, and again, to lie this much about Drake from him is just not in his character, well then he just admitted to the world that Drake really should be looked into because what he is doing is not normal. And really, in the grand picture of what he is saying, Ak admitted that the lyrics and disses Kendrick had going Drake's way are bigger than just rap beef. Because what Ak is admitting by saying that Drake was setting these strange meetings up for Bron, and there was of course a lot involved going into it of course to not have any of this come out until someone who was trying to use this information to take down LeBron is using it. Well, this isn't just strange and something that people like me and you look down on. but at most places, and again, to just say the very least, this is not allowed, and if what Drake was doing is even proven to be the slightest bit true, more than Drake's career being over, his entire reputation would be looked at differently, not just as a
True. It's like us knowing that you are doing this, like for real, your career is done. You can kiss all those damn deals goodbye. The Nike deal, I don't know if you got a damn soda deal, clothing deal, whatever. You can kiss all of that shit goodbye though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gonna be really looking like a dumbass boy. You know what I'm saying? Like you effed up though, bro. You effed up, and again, you literally should have taken that time off like you said you were. But you didn't, so now you have to face the consequences though, bro. And this is, hey, it is what it is.
rapper or a musician. But beyond all the petty antics that has made his downfall as a celebrity so terrible, Drake would be joining the list that only the worst type of people can be on. And really, what's so ironic about this situation is that in this time where Drake's team and stans have wanted to connect people like Kendrick to horrible individuals to try and make his image look terrible, all this time beyond Drake himself, just based on Akademiks' own words. The OVO rapper is the actual person who he has been trying to call out everyone else for being this whole time. And I mean, for both Drake and Ak at this point, how do you make such a mistake to let this happen? Because really, the optics of this entire strategy are just terrible, because while Ak was trying to help Drake here, he of course just dragged his entire name into levels of controversy that again is way beyond any of the stuff he has already been in. And while again, these claims Ak are making are so bold that nobody really can conclude anything from a stream of his alone, when you do just gather some basic context. If we remember that in Drake's official claims against his label, he did list Ak as a direct source to prove what he is saying to be a fact, well then using this same logic for his fans and everyone who is trying to cover this up, how can Ak's voice not be equally meaningful and truthful here? As again, as this is
exactly. If Drake is using Akademiks to just say, hey, yeah, all of this shit is like real, then what Akademiks is saying here is like, hey, you are literally making your own homie look like a damn fool. You know what I'm saying? If Drake is literally saying, hey, Akademiks, write this, put this on some damn post, and if we're supposed to believe it, right, then what Akademiks is like saying about the whole supply and demand for LeBron, that's got to be true too. Come on, man. You can't have it both ways. You did, like, come on.
It's all coming from a source that is as affiliated with Drake as you pretty much can be. It's just so strange how something like this can be said. But honestly, as these disses that only make Drake and his team look worse have been something that he has been doing to try and take a win against anyone he has had beef with since The Heart Part 6, really, in a way, it should not be as surprising as it seems. But going forward, while again, this absolutely insane claim is only really making everyone have more questions about Drake, Ak, what's really going on behind the scenes, and what they are trying to achieve by letting information out like this in the first place. What I think is clear from this is that with the nonstop annoyance LeBron has been getting now from Drake and all of his affiliates and stans ever since the release of this new freestyle from him, I mean, at the very least, LeBron is not just happy with the decision he made to get away from the most pathetic rapper in the game, but he is probably livid with the way his name is now being dragged into so much controversy within a manner that he has never seen over the course of his near 25 years of being one of the biggest stars in the world. And as after all of the years and all of the moments LeBron has had throughout his career, as it is now taking getting dragged down with Drake, to have someone who has been as good as they can be in the type of position he is receive the type of claims he is. It just shows how bitter everything around Drake really is and how much of a problem he just causes at this point by doing anything, because instead of moving forward and trying to just release good music or do one thing positive, Drake's entire persona is based around negativity and taking other people down. And if we are seeing
facts, literally every clip that you see of him, it's either he's gambling or he's drinking. You know what I'm saying? Those aren't positive. And now he's dragging people with him. Come on, man. Drake, you have a serious problem. You need to focus on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, please, brother,
Seeing this now from
please.
Drake, I'm sure this is only going to get a lot worse in the future as
Oh
people
yeah.
he has beef with are only continuing to win more and more. And beyond this, if these claims that Akademiks said are further looked into and any of it comes true, well then Drake and Act's entire reputation and the information they have withheld from us is about to not just end their careers, but it will ruin whatever legacy they have had left as well. And so now with all this said, let me know. What do you think about these wild claims Akademiks has made about Drake and Braun, and do you think there is any truth behind these claims, and do you think anything is going to happen from here at this point? Now I can't wait to hear what you have to say, and if you made it to this point in the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, it helps me out.
All right, man. Yo, I bet Kendrick right now is sitting back and laughing at all of this and just like, I told y'all so. I told y'all, man. But y'all didn't want to listen. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, if y'all like this right here, please give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, man, and I want to know y'all's comments about this whole thing. So leave me a comment down below and let me know y'all's thoughts. But I'm about to get up out of here, all right? Peace and love.